Yo, what up? It is Freezing Paint, and I never thought that I would be making a video like this. Well, I thought that maybe in the future I'd be making a video like this, but like not so near in the future, you know what I mean? Um, so my perspective kind of just took a 360 last night because lately I've been feeling pretty crappy about the music I've been making and stuff, and I just haven't been feeling like great about my voice and my songs and stuff like that and about my lyrics and stuff. And I actually have like an entire EP that's not released. However, I did release two of the songs last night due to the comment I received. Um so I guess a good place to start with this is when I started making music. I was about 12 on YouTube. I think the first time I let's see, let's go back. Just a brief history with where I've been with like music and stuff like that. Um, I kind of just did grow up around music like most people do, and like my sister, she had like a second gen iPod, and like we would listen to a lot of music in the car. So I connect a lot of my music to going out into the city because that's when we would always listen the most whenever we went to, downtown or whatever. Um, and a lot of my lyrics I find kind of have little words and stuff like that that remind me of that. But I'm pretty sure the first song I ever released was Stupidity on Galore. I know it's a really strange title, but it meant a lot to me at the time when I was 12. So, huh. It says 1 year ago. I don't let's see, when was this? This is 2016, so that's about almost 2 years ago. And I was 12. 2016 was the year I turned 13. So it hasn't been almost 3 years. Has it? I'm not sure. But I got my ukulele in like December, November 2015, and I started singing like a bunch of 21 Pilots and My Chemical Romance songs on it. And I just kind of like when I discovered 21 Pilots, it just was a really unique sound. And then I also rediscovered My Chemical Romance from like my childhood and stuff like that. And I'm like, these are actually really cool. And then started watching interviews, and these people's music kind of changed people's lives. And I think that's where a lot of the appeal came in for me when I was like 12 years old and wanting to do music. Um, my motivation, I think, the only thing that's kept me going with music, making my own music, is the fact that my music could one day help someone the way bands like My Chemical Romance have helped me in just in my life in general. Um, I'm not a huge fan of the sound in Danger Days, but I really like kind of the whole feeling of the lyrics and stuff like that. It's like one of those things where where you listen to it and you're just like, I don't care at all what people think anymore. And I think that's really amazing because when you start caring about what people think, that's when you like kind of develop insecurities about yourself. Because it's one thing for other people to think you're horrible, and it's an entirely different battle for you to think you're horrible. And that's one huge thing that I've struggled with my music. I just don't feel like my music is any good at all, and I'm just kind of wasting my time posting on YouTube, and I'm probably not going to get anywhere in life with it. But the comment that I received last night, just I started to cry because that's exactly what I've been working towards with this whole journey, or whatever you want to call it. I've definitely changed a lot in regards to music. I remember when I was really little, I liked singing, and then when I was around 9 or 10, I got really shy to sing and like for people to hear me. I'm still a little bit shy for people to hear me in real life. That's why I get super nervous when I'm performing and stuff like that. Like I don't even like my family hearing me in my house, but I try not to care too much anymore. But I remember some of the first covers I ever posted on YouTube were videos of me wait, no, yeah, the first covers I posted on YouTube, the first music thing, was in 2015, and I called them closet covers. Um, that's a little self-explanatory for many different reasons, but I would literally go in the closet and sing because I was so scared that people were going to hear me. And I would wait till like almost nobody was home and maybe only my grandma, who doesn't have the best hearing, and my dad were home. My dad was usually in the basement at the time. Um, and I just didn't want people to hear me. I didn't want my voice to be heard. And that was both like just kind of a self-conscious thing, but it also had like kind of a metaphorical thing to me. It's just like I didn't want to be heard at all with what I was going to say because I felt like people were just going to shut me down for it, because that's kind of what's happened to me for a very, very long time. Um, but yeah, that just kind of manifested itself in my music too. But like now I have 251 subscribers. Honestly, when I started on YouTube, I didn't think I'd get past 8. Like for a long time, it was fluctuating from like 6 to 8. Like some people kept unsubscribing, then some people subscribed more, but then other people unsubscribed and stuff like that. And I'm like, whoa, I'm just trying to do something here. And that discouraged me a lot. But you know, I know 251's like not a lot to a lot of people, and but you know what? It's a lot to me, and it means so much. I have a completely different perspective because I realize that I did have friends who really supported me in my music, and I have my friends who listen to my music all the time, and I just, I just seem to think, because I have this resting anxiety in me, that they just kind of listen to it just because I'm their friend, and you know, and they like it, and they say it's good because they think I'm a good person, and I don't know, and that's kind of, I don't think that they would lie to me to be malicious or anything like that. Um, well, I hope they wouldn't, but I don't know. It's just kind of different to hear a stranger who doesn't know you personally at all, but they only know you personally from whatever song from you they listen to. Like, I try putting a lot of stuff into my songs. Like, I try to make it as raw as possible, but I start getting kind of insecure about that sometimes, and I change it up, make it sound a little different, or make my voice sound a little different, or something like that. I try to make my voice sound a certain way, and just because I want to fit some sort of standard or whatever for what a song made by someone like me would be. But then I realize a song made by someone like me is something that is completely raw, and something that's not so edited and tried to, and like being made out to be something else, because you can perceive certain things from my music, but that doesn't exactly tell you who I am. Like just the sound of my voice. I kind of hate my voice, honestly, um, just because it just doesn't feel always right for me. But it only doesn't feel right for me because I'm kind of conditioned in a certain way. It's really difficult to explain right now, but I'm sure I'll be able to explain it in the future. But just seeing everyone's comments and stuff like that, and seeing just strangers telling me they like my music not because they want to make me feel better because I'm their friend or anything, but they're telling me they like my music because they actually genuinely appreciate it, and I want to change lives with my music. I know that seems like a huge long shot. I'm barely 15, and I'm just kind of a teenager who's just kind of shredding on guitar in their room. And that's kind of what I have been for the past few years that I've been doing music. But, so yeah, it has been nearly 3 years. In like November-ish, yeah, November, I think that's when the first cover was posted. In November, that will mark like kind of 3 years of me trying. And it hasn't even been 3 years yet, and I feel like it's, oh, my phone is ringing. I will, you know, it's probably a good idea to end off this video anyway, so, yeah, bye.